My name is Saurav Anand, and I'm here to give my feedback on the speech given by Mr. Nadeem Lutfullah. The topic that he covered was on effective communication. And overall, it was a good speech in terms of the content that he provided. So, Nadeem, I'll just try to summarize my views in two categories. The first is some of the positives that I could note down or observe in terms of what you presented and how you presented it. So, in terms of the overall content, as I mentioned, the content was rich and it had the relevant ingredients that are useful in terms of describing how an effective communication has to be carried out. And it was good that you touched upon some of your past experiences based on your training background. The other thing that I liked was that it was structured and you went on and touched upon the different steps and different parts of making communication effective, which was also quite good to observe and notice. Also, you exuded good confidence in terms of explaining things properly and conveying the idea in a coherent manner. So these were some of the positives of the speech that you gave. However, my role is also to highlight some of the areas of improvement, which if you could work upon, then you can become an even more effective public speaker. So in that context, I believe that there is a scope for engaging with the audience much more effectively so that it does not look like a very technical kind of a discussion. So you need to figure out a better way of engaging with the audience, either by touching upon something which could be in the form of a question or putting up some anecdote from your personal life or something in the public domain which people could relate to. For example, in your case, you could have given an example of some of the greatest public speakers and what works for them. For example, the greatest speech arguably given by Martin Luther King, where he moved the American public and so on. So that's just an example. So some examples of either the public domain or from your personal life, which helps in deriving that greater connect with the audience, would have made it much more engaging rather than something which is carried out like a technical subject being discussed for which every audience member may not be receptive to that kind of an idea. So one was that which I felt was slightly missing. The other was that it should have been slightly more conversational. It was looking like a slightly technical topic, as I mentioned, and somehow that personal connect or rapport was missing to an extent. Overall, the flow was good, the structure was good, the content was fine. However, when you are trying to engage with the audience and convey your views in a strong manner, which people can absorb and remember for a long time, then you need to pick up some of these tools, whether it is some kind of humor, whether it is some kind of anecdote, some example, which helps people relate better, or you ask some questions, something like that, which helps in keeping people engaged to the content that you are speaking. So those are some of the areas which, if you work upon, I am certain that you can deliver much more effectively. Of course, you have been in the area of training and development and communication for a long time. So I'm sure you have all those skills and qualities of a public speaker. But from a feedback perspective, I believe these were some of the points that I had noted. Now, at the end of it, there is a requirement of giving a scoring. So my score for your speech is 7 on 10. So that's my feedback on the presentation. I wish you the very best in all your future endeavors. Thanks a lot.